You might be wondering, what is a harbinger? What does it mean? So let me tell you a little bit first. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines a harbinger as this: something that foreshadows a future event, something that gives an anticipatory sign of what is to come. There's this one overarching story arc, this one theme that is written from Genesis to Revelation that culminates in Jesus. And so as we study aspects of the Old Testament, we can see so many things that actually point forward towards Jesus. We can see various things that happen in the Old Testament as sort of signs and signals, foreshadowing, signs towards something, or harbingers towards the fullness of the manifestation of Jesus. They were just glimpses. They were just things that you could see to get a little bit of an idea of what it might be in the New Testament time. Even the Word of God says in the book of Peter that the angels were looking into and desiring to see what all is this plan of God that God has in store. And as they saw the fulfillment of it in Jesus coming into this world and dying and rising again, they also were just looking and wondering and saying, wow, this is an amazing plan that God had for humanity. Thankfully for us now that live in this New Testament time, post-resurrection of Jesus, we can experience something in its fullness. And so we're looking at theophanies. And now you might ask the question, Daniel, what's a theophany? Well, let me tell you. A theophany is a visible or a tangible manifestation of the presence of God. And so as we look in the Old Testament, we see God come down. Sometimes it's represented as the angel of the Lord, but it's actually a representation of God or even Jesus. So a subset of theophanies is called Christophanies, meaning an incarnational representation of Jesus. And so all throughout the Old Testament, we see these spatterings of theophanies, these glimpses of God revealing himself to some of these Old Testament characters, but we get to experience the fullness of it. Do you remember the story of the 3 Hebrew boys that they were thrown into a fiery furnace? And when they were in that fiery furnace, what happened? The king said, I see someone else there. And he checked with the guards. Hold on, didn't we just throw 3 people in there? Then why do I see 4 people? And the 4th person is one like the Son of God. That was a Christophany, an experience of the presence of God. Those 3 Hebrew boys, although they never lived and walked with Jesus, for a moment they had this experience with the Son of God, saving them from the fire. And so